What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Toasty, and I got some bad news. So this podcast is only gonna be like 30 minutes long. It's pretty funny though. We had a like a good time. So, but like I guess the reasons is because we had actually recorded a whole podcast. I'm talking like 2 hours worth of content. I'm talking like you know what I mean. S tier conversations, the best conversations. You know what I mean. You could never imagine the mics weren't connected, so yeah. Anyways, the mics weren't connected, so we're like, oh, we can't. There's no way, we can even upload this. So like, okay, let's meet back up in a few days and actually record something. So we recorded about like an hour and a half, and then we deleted an hour of it. So we only got 30 minutes. But like I said, it's pretty funny. We had a blast. Just opening up about some really embarrassing stories. Um, so yeah, guys. If you want content as great as like the non-existent podcasts are, make sure to subscribe. And I'll promise you guys, like our next podcast, they'll only be like half as good as the ones that you'll never see, the non-existent ones, because they're just that good. But like you might be able to see them if you subscribe. So like make sure to subscribe so you can see some just as good, maybe just as good. Anyways, guys, enjoy. All right.
Because sometimes I'll talk to a female,
Yeah.
and then like 10 minutes later, they're like telling me their childhood trauma. And I'm like, hey,
See, people just be trauma dumping, and it's just like there's a time and place for that.
you know, and I'll be like, hey, I was just trying to talk about Cheerios.
Cheerio.
That's my cue, Cheerio.
Cheerio, you got problems, bro. Well, it's a
I
bit.
do not have the facilities for that,
Yeah,
mate.
it's a bit much for me.
It's a
Yeah.
bit.
Oh, anyways, we could leave that in.
Oh no, that was the whole plan.
Okay, man.
That was the plan.
Just come out here attacking women out of context.
I wasn't attacking women, bro.
All right, bro, Mister Based
Okay.
women. I'm not gonna
All
finish
right,
that.
bro.
Anyways,
I'll show you base.
I know you will, and you have been, brother.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, bro.
Listen, bro. Deep question. When did you gain consciousness as a kid? I remember mine.
I remember my earliest memory.
Uh-huh.
I don't know which one came. There's two memories. I don't know which one came first.
Yeah.
But when I asked my mom, she said I was around 1 years old when I said this.
Yo.
So or whenever this happened.
Okay.
So the first one is we were at our first apartment. It was like the apartments over close to Outback, like those white ones.
I think I know.
Like those are the apartments. And we had one with a garage or something. And I remember I had the tiny little tricycle.
Yeah.
And I was like driving it down up and down like the garage driveway. And then I remember very distinctly one time I turned around and I was going down the slope and I hit a rock and I just fell on my face.
Okay.
So one of my earliest memories is me eating shit.
Yeah.
And the second one was me being a horrible humanitarian, right? My dad had found this tortoise in the backyard, and at the time they worked at the nail salon in the mall, right? So me being a kid, and I liked animals from that time, we took the tortoise out to the nail salon in a box to the nail salon. But I think for some reason I started to play like outside in the middle, like the doorway, and I don't know why, but I picked up the turtle, I held him out like this, and I dropped him. And the moment I dropped him, it went on the ground. Tortoise was fine.
Yeah, as he should be.
But I made the turtle piss himself, so it was just piss everywhere. And then I remember going to grab it again, and then my dad was like, "No, don't do that," because I'm out here abusing the animal, making them piss themselves.
Just dropping turtle.
I can't tell you what I was thinking, but I just remember me walking over to the box, picking up the turtle, and just going, bah!
Okay.
Those are my two memories. So around 1 year old.
That's crazy.
Give or
Okay.
take.
So so okay. So the reason I asked conscious is because I saw a meme. It was like when you finally reach or when you finally gain conscious, and it's a 5-year-old who starts questioning everything. Like he's in the middle of class playing with toys, and he's like, "Where are we?" And the other kid's like, "We're on the moon." And he's like, "What?" Like, but so the reason I found that so funny is because I remember being like, I want to say 4 years old, and I was looking in the mirror, and I just looked at myself. And I'm like, what is this?
Who am I?
Yeah, I was like dead ass just sitting here looking at my hands and then looking back at myself. I'm like, what is happening? Like, what is this? What do other people see? And I was just sitting there staring at myself, questioning my existence as like a 4-year-old.
I think I answered that question wrong.
You did.
I answered that question wrong.
You were thinking like when you remember
my earliest memory. When did I? So I think I have something similar to the mirror one, but I can't remember when I gained consciousness. But going back to me being the mirror one, right?
Yeah.
I had a moment where I looked into the mirror and I was like inspecting myself, but it wasn't. But it had nothing to do with like who am I or what is this. It was my first time getting rejected in 3rd grade. So I went home and I was trying to find out why I was so ugly.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I was like, why doesn't she like me? So I was like, why am I so ugly? So I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like analyzing my face and like my body, like by piece. And I looked at my eyes and I was like, I think my eyes look pretty normal. I have normal eyebrows. My nose looks normal. My head looks normal. What's wrong with me? No, literally, I was going through all of it. And I was like, what's wrong with me? And the only thing that I could come up with at the time was that my face was too small for my head. I had a big ass head when I was a kid.
You were zoomed in.
I grew into my head. That's what I say.
Hey, that's good, bro. You look pretty proportionate now.
It took a lot of work. I was traumatized. That was the first time I got my heart broken.
Dude, 3rd grade is crazy.
3rd grade, I remember exactly what I did. It was like around Valentine's Day. I got the Valentine's.
Oh no!
I gave her a special card specifically.
Oh,
at recess,
like the Ninja Turtle ones.
something like that. Something like that. And I go back to playing with my friends, and then while I'm playing with my friends, we're playing like tag or some shit, right? Running around, I see like a card flying on the floor, and I was like, that looks very similar to the one that I gave homegirl, right? And just as I go over to pick it up, homegirl's friend came over and stepped on it, and she's like, "Oh, I dropped my card." But by the time she stepped on it, I saw that it was mine because I recognized the handwriting, and I was like, "Oh," and I was like, I played it off. I was like, "Oh, I thought it was mine," and then I ran away. But then when I ran away, I ran away and I like hid in a corner or whatever. And I was like, ow. I was like, what is this?
What am I feeling?
What is this?
Bro, getting rejected in 3rd grade is crazy.
That's why I'm bad with girls to this day. To this day. To this day.
Kiss a bitches.
I remember her name and everything.
Since we're opening up about embarrassing. Fuck it. Let me just air myself out real quick. So 7th grade. Yeah, and 8th grade. Fumbled 2 bags.
And 8th grade? Okay.
Okay, so 7th, or was they both 7th grade? They might have both been 7th grade. They were both 7th grade. So 7th grade, I had an art class with this girl. And I was like, "This is what a crush feels like."
Neat likey.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting her Snapchat or whatever. I think I got her Snapchat number. I don't know how or what, but I didn't really use Snapchat like this. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how it worked. I didn't understand it. Because like, cause the idea of a picture with caption was so new to me. I was like,
okay,
what the fuck is this?
where are you
And
going with this?
oh, nothing explicit happened. No, yeah, no
Go ahead.
CP was, no cheese pizza was transferred.
Okay.
But anyways, she would like send messages about the show she was watching, and I just didn't know what to say. Yeah. But anyways, so we're talking whatever, just normal middle school conversations, whatever.
Okay.
No game, none.
Okay.
One day I get the courage to ask this girl to be my girlfriend.
Okay.
She says yes.
Okay.
Fireworks and woo. Yeah. And then the next day I was dumped. A day later, bro, I was single again.
What happened?
I don't remember.
She just changed her mind?
I remember what she said. She said, I'm not, I think she said something like, I'm not ready to date right now. But maybe when we're 16, I think that's what she said.
And by the time we were like 11 or 12, right?
Yeah. I'm like, I ain't waiting. Oh, man.
Oh my God, you just triggered another PTSD moment I've had.
Go for it,
A
bro.
bunch of people know it as the chocolate story.
Oh.
But you said that was one bag. What was the second bag?
Fumbled?
Yeah.
So.
You said there was two.
Okay, so that happened. I was actually doing really good after the breakup. I think I wasn't really phased, so I guess it wasn't really. You know what? I guess being told as a little kid or whatever middle school that maybe in like 3 years or something, it's like okay, cool. It's like it's not that bad.
It was more of a surprise Pikachu moment.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
okay.
What was the second story?
So the second one, bro. I can't say biggest bag fumble, but like if someone handed you $1 million, and let's not say that much. If someone handed you
a thowie,
yeah, let's say 1,000. If someone handed you $1,000, you'd be like, let me cherish this and take care of it. It's easy money. Let me just make sure nothing happens to it.
Okay.
Well, I was handed $1,000 in the form of a woman. So it was on an Avid trip in I think 7th grade summer or something. Mm-hmm. 7th grade summer or 8th grade summer. So we were talking. I think we had. I don't remember how it happened. We had been talking for a little bit. And then on the Avid trip, we went to San Antonio. It was actually pretty cool. I was out here playing beer pong with the boys in our hotel.
Okay.
In middle school. You know what we did, bro? We had water and then like dissolved candy in each one of them.
That's kind of cool.
Right.
Okay.
So we were just playing beer pong in the hotel. But anyways, the next day we get to go to the mall and just kind of explore San Antonio. Mm-hmm. So you can either stick with the group or you can branch off and do your own thing. Because we had our numbers. So like you're like, hey, where you at? Blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. So me and this girl, we went on a date.
Okay.
This is my first official date, bro. We went to get ice cream next to the river walk. Kind of talked, super awkwardly talked. Yeah, kind of thing. No,
Yeah.
actually, I think it went pretty well for what it was. And then we went to the movies after. And you know what your boy did? Not a damn thing. But watch the movie.
Like a respectful 7th grader.
Yeah, it was I think it was a singing movie. I forgot what it was. Okay. Singing movie about like women. It was supposed to be like a comedy or something. Mm-hmm. But anyways, I think it was AMC. I think they have AMC's in San Antonio, and those are the good movie theaters. The reclining bitches, mm-hmm. The red seats and shit. So yeah, we were just sitting there watching the movie, and then I don't remember what happened, but we ended up having dinner at this place. Like the whole group of everyone was teasing me. Yeah, kind of thing. Like out here cheering me on, out here getting bitches on a school field trip. I don't remember what happened. I think I asked for a number, and then I had a number, so we could talk over the summer. What we did, and guess what your boy did, bro?
Not a damn thing.
Kinda true.
Okay.
Kinda true.
I was about to say, bro.
So we did hang out a little bit. I think went on a couple dates, had ice cream, went to the movies. Your boyfriend of the year right here. Actually, we weren't even official. I never asked. I didn't want to ask. I was scared to ask, so I didn't ask. But anyways, we went to the mall a couple times. I think just walked around.
Okay.
Dude, super awkward times. Jesus. But anyways, this was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. We were supposed to go watch a movie like at 1, and I stayed up playing Call of Duty with the boys.
Priorities.
Priorities. So I ended up waking up. I'm like, look at my phone. I'm like, oh damn. Oh. So she ended up watching the movie by herself.
Ooh, the whole movie?
Whole movie.
Before you saw it?
I think like the movie has started. I think it was like close to being over. Ooh. When I woke up, and I'm like, oh fuck, ooh, that's, ooh.
Uh-oh, stinky.
Yeah, so like it was handed to me on a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I just kind of fumbled or fucked everything up. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like every guy has their falling asleep on a date before falling asleep and not going to the date moment. It's part of character development. You actually triggered some more PTSD, but those other stories we'll save for another time.
Okay. We're not high enough level.
Yeah, we're not hiding. We don't need to bring those up.
Okay. I have a couple I remember from you.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna talk about it though.
But the chocolate story, right?
Yeah, let me give me in on this chocolate.
The reason why the chocolate story, like you remind me of the chocolate story, was because this was whenever I was also in 7th grade.
Okay.
But at the time I was living in Canada, right?
Okay.
Canada with all the snow and shit.
Right.
So, first day of class when I go there, walk in all shy and shit, has no friends and all that. I'm the new kid. Notice this girl. I'm like, damn, I really like this girl. Like instantly, I really like this girl. And at the time, I didn't know. I didn't have the social awareness, I would say, that you're not supposed to stare at people.
Oh, really, Kevin? Really?
I'm telling you, I'm on the spectrum somewhere. Like, I'm like a little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
you came in and made it your home, bro.
she would always catch me staring. So it was very obvious. Everyone knew, like within like the first 2 weeks, that I had a crush on her. It was like like everyone knew that I had a crush on her. Somehow I got her added on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. I honestly don't remember what or how that happened.
Big Facebook, bro.
Yeah. And then I think at one point I almost played Black Ops 2 with her.
Ooh,
at that time. But
almost.
I almost did, but we never ended up playing Black Ops 2.
That's tough.
Fast forward, whole year goes by. I do jack shit, right? I would talk to her occasionally, do text message and all that. And I think at one point she knew I liked her. And I think she was like, so are you going to try to date me or something? And I was like, I mean, it's kind of the plan when you like someone, right? And she's like, yeah, well, I don't want to date anybody until I'm like a little bit older. Oh. And I was like, yeah, that's probably smart. That's probably a smart idea. And then she was like, how old do you think you want to be before you start dating? Yeah. And I was like, probably like 13, because we were like, I was like 11 at that time. And my justification was because then we'll be teenagers. And she was like, shit, and I was like, what about you? She was like, probably closer to 15 or 16. Okay. And I was like, oh, we'll see then. And then like I stopped the conversation there because I thought like that was like the G thing to do. Oh yeah. Proceeds to not talk to her for like a really long time. Valentine's runs around, right?
I feel like I know the story.
The few days leading up to it, my friends were like, "Hey, yo, you're gonna ask her out, ask her out." And at the time, I was like, nah, nah. I was like trying to play it cool. Nah, I'm good. Like, I'm on me right now. I'm trying to. Because
it was an alpha male at the age of 11.
Because at the time I had gotten into track and field, and I had won my first competition. So we had standing long jump, and we had 400-meter hurdles. I think I got second place in long jump and first in 100-meter or 400-meter hurdles. So I was like, I'm on me right now. Then as the time gets closer to Valentine's Day, I'm chilling in my room watching Minecraft videos, as you do.
Has to.
Brother walks in the room. He's like, "Hey, about to go to the store to buy some chocolate for Kathy, his now wife." And he's like, "Do you want to go there and get anything for you know who?" And I was like, "Oh no, I'm good." So he leaves, and then after he leaves, I'm like, "Oh fuck, I really should." So when he gets back home, I'm like, in my little head, I'm like, "Oh, it's kind of mean to like ask him now."
Yeah.
So I wait a couple of days. So day before Valentine's Day, I go into the room. He's doing nothing. I walk in there and I'm like, "Hey, can we go to the grocery store?" He knows instantly what I'm going for. He looks at me and he smiles like, "For what, Kevin?" And I was like, "I think you know." And he's like, "Yeah, but I want you to I want you to say it."
That's funny.
And I was like, I want to go get chocolate." "Okay, for who?" And
Yeah.
like, you know.
Come on, man. Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah. He's like, I want to get chocolate for so and so. So we go get the chocolate. This is the first time I get introduced to the Lindor chocolates, which is why I'm so obsessed with them.
Lindor.
The ball ones, the little bougie looking ones.
Those are those.
Yeah, the Lindor chocolates. So next day rolls around. I have the chocolates. I'm nervous all day. I couldn't focus the whole day because I didn't know when I was gonna give it to her.
Type shit.
Lunchtime rolls around. We have recess. Don't do shit because I'm scared. I'm shitting myself.
Obviously.
End of school. I'm like, all right, it's now or never. But that was also the day that she had like fucking like trumpet class or like clarinet. She played the clarinet, so she had like practice because she was like part of the band or whatever.
Yeah.
I think I was part of the band too.
Crazy.
But I didn't practice that day.
So I just focus on myself.
No, yeah. So instead we had this little snow mountain of like the shovel snow in front of the school.
Yeah.
So I'm playing on that shit, right? We're playing tag, like a real dude does, you know.
Oh yeah.
Playing tag. I see her walking out. I'm like, all right, now's my chance. And then right when that happens, my homeboy gets his hat stolen, and like the other kids are teasing him. And then I'm like, fuck, I can't leave my homeboy like that. So I spend like time like trying to fucking get the fucking hat back. And once I got it back, I'm like, here. And then he's like, dude, why did you help me with that? You're supposed to give your chocolate to homeboy right now. And he was like, I'm trying to give you a reason to go away. And I was like, fuck. And by the time, she's already walked through, she's already halfway down the road trying to get to her house, right?
Yeah.
So I see that shit.
Oh no.
I see that shit. So I run down, I'm like this. I look up and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta run towards her now. So she's all walking all peacefully. I'm all like,
you running your fastest 40 meters?
No, for real. I was. She was probably about 40 meters away.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I scream her name like, hey, wait. And then she turned around and she like slows down walking, but she keeps walking, but she walks down a little bit slower. So I walk all the way over there to her. Cardio, trash. Moment I get to her, I'm like, I'm holding chocolates in my hand. I don't say anything coherent. I'm like, chocolate for you.
Chocolate for you.
And then she's like, oh no, it's okay. Thank you though. And and then the only thing I could muster up was like, no, take it. It's for you.
No, it's for you.
And then she was like, it's okay, thank you though. I appreciate you being nice or something like that. Shit. And then she walks off, but she starts speed walking away. My other homie, he was already walking home, but then he was about to turn around to like come to the snow pit to like ask me like how it went.
Yeah.
But when she rejected me, I was him on his way back. So he was probably like about 100 meters away. He sees that and he just sees me standing there frozen with the chocolate in my hand. This guy books it over towards me, and he's like, Kevin, are you okay? And I'm just like standing there in shock, still trying to recover.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey man, it's okay. This is normal. He's like trying to. I still talk to him every now and then. Yeah. Great friend.
Okay, cool.
Harris Roshan, actually.
I think he's
Harris. Very good friend.
Have you mentioned his name? I feel like you have.
I might have. It's him and Johnny Wang are two of my friends that I'm still friends with.
I think you mentioned the Johnny.
Johnny, yeah. He actually, side note, he's he competes in Muay Thai, and he just won like a fight like this past week.
Shout out to Johnny.
Monster. But I think Johnny was over at the mountain at that time, the little slow mountain. He comes over and he's like, Kevin, you okay? And he's like, do you want me to go over there and talk to her to try to give you another chance? And I was like, no, this is like very embarrassing. And then he was like, it's okay. So then we just stand there saying nothing was said. And then I was like, since we have the chocolate here, you wanna share the chocolate with me? And he was like, all right, yeah, let's go. And then we walk over to his house. We sit on like the little curb set and just eat the chocolate. And to this day, we talk about that story.
That's hilarious.
Very long-winded story.
It's funny as fuck though.
This could be a clip. We're gonna clip this.
Most definitely. Dude, that is so funny. Jesus.
Kevin's chocolate story.
Dude, running at a girl. Crazy.
Keep in mind, it's snowing, so I could have busted ass at any time.
You might have died that day.
I would have walked. Wait. Imagine.
Just bleed it out. Yo. Dude, that's admirable, dude.
That's the chocolate story.
See, but like, that takes a lot of balls, man.
I don't even think that was balls, bro. It was just desperation. Oh my god.
Hey, I understand, bro. I didn't.
It's funny, but I cringe at myself every time I tell that story.
I get it, bro. I didn't do anything until I was like 16, 17, I think. 16, 17. I don't remember. But like, look, I was a late bloomer too, bro.
I'm an even later bloomer, as you know. Bloom. Bloom. This is why I have no girlfriend.
Oh, dude, that just reminded me of me. Oh my god. Oh. It was like, I think it was me on the way home after saying awesomeness or awesome sauce to a group of girls. And it was just CJ from St. Andreas walking in the rain. Awesome sauce. Dude, we have some fucking serious topics on here, but fuck it.
That topic was good.
We did. We had some good topics. Open up a little bit.
Fire topic.
Give some lore behind.
Kevin's chocolate story. Godly story.
Oh, dude, that's funny that like they kind of had like similar origins.
Next time we'll talk about my how do I phrase this? How a tree got me a girlfriend.
Interesting.
Got me my first girlfriend. Yeah.
This man whore.
Bitch.
First.
First girlfriend.
I got you.
Girlfriend.
Oh, I forgot to mention this. So when I was broken up with, she didn't break up with me. My friend told me that she broke up with me. Yeah, dude. I'm still kind of friends with him to this day. Cool guy. He's Matthew Boyd.
Was this the one that you had numbers and everything?
Who?
This is the same one that had like her number and everything?
This was the first one. The one I had on Snapchat.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. Asked her out. The second one I didn't ask her out at all.
Oh, so you're like talking. Okay.
Yeah.
So your friend was like, hey bro, she broke up with you. That's crazy. He's like, I don't want to see you. I'm gonna get our homeboy to tell you.
Oh yeah. So it was crazy, dude. And then I just never dated. I just gave up. So this is what the world looks like. Fuck this, dude. See, but I was a little. I wasn't pretty. I was. I
Me
was.
neither.
I was cursed by a thing called bald fade. I had no hair, dude. None. I'd get a 2 or a 1 on top and then bald on the side. This is why I have long hair now.
Okay.
Because it's a coping. You look what? I don't have a picture of myself on me, but
I think back then my haircut was literally I had the hair on top,
yep.
but on the side it was a one.
Mm-hmm.
So one no fade all the way on the side, and the top was like short. That was my hair.
Like really short, or
like probably like 2 inches at the most, like 1 to 2 inches, but it was like 1 millimeter all over on the side. It wasn't bald.
That's about what I look like. That's the kind of hair I had.
That's insane.
Yeah.
No wonder you have so much hair now.
Right.
You're overcompensating.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then I was getting my hair cut by like a white woman, so she wasn't even that good.
My mommy gave me my haircut.
Was she cold with it?
She was cold with that haircut, just one on the side and then short on top. Yeah. Saves a lot of money.
Oh yeah, dude. No, for real.
Now this is expensive to keep up.
How much?
50
for your haircut?
Well, 40, and then I give 10.
Fair. Okay.
Because you have to.
You don't have to.
My barber, you have to.
$10 tip is mandatory.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Oh, it's mandatory for me, because I fuck with his work ethic.
Hey, I respect it. But it looks like we're running out of time, dude. We got
Are we really?
36 seconds. Yeah.
For an hour and a half?
Yeah. Do you want to talk about eggs or?
That's for another time.
Yeah. Okay. We'll save that.
That's for another time.
We'll save that for 7.
Subscribe, bitches.
Subscribe, beautiful people.
What did we? Proteins.
Proteins.
Subscribe to join the protein army.
It's just. I don't think we should do army. We just say protein.
The protein isolates.
The isolates.
Yeah, we gotta stay on brand.
Yeah, make sure.
Cut. That's it.
Make sure to subscribe to be a protein isolate.
Okay, now we cut.
So we can edit that. Because we can't be saying